Paris with Love co-host.
Whoa, from Paris with Love.
That's right. And if Love is John Travolta putting a bullet in your ass, then there you go.
That's all the love. That's all the loving you'll need.
It's tough love.
You get plenty of tough love all up in your ass.
All up in your ass.
Hope he lubes you up real nice.
But man, okay, this is one of those movies from Luk Besson. You know, Luk Besson produces a lot of shit, man.
He's too busy producing, man. Instead, I was like, whatever happened to that dude who used to make those cool ass films like fucking Leon, The Professional, and fucking La Femme Nikita? Whatever happened to that guy?
He started making kids movies, man, like Arthur and the Invisibles.
Well, looking at this movie, it looked like he made another kids movie, because when I saw this, it looked like a live action spinoff of Toy Story with Jonathan Rhys Meyers as the Ken doll and fucking John Travolta as Mr. Potato Head running around Paris blowing up shit. These two motherfuckers have lost their goddamn minds.
I know, because it's one of those movies, man. It's like they say from the producers of Taken. Yeah. And what is it? The
producers the writer of
the writer of Taken,
yeah,
and the producers of The Transporter.
There you go.
Which means it don't make no sense.
No, it's just gonna be a lot of car chases, a lot of people running around blowing shit up.
Yeah. You're gonna see the Eiffel Tower just fall over by the end of the movie with John Travolta sitting on top of it. Yeah.
I know. I was like, man, are we gonna get it like a cameo of Jonathan Statham fucking jumping in?
Yeah. Why not? Because I mean, there's no point in even talking about the plot of this shit.
Oh no, there is no plot. I mean, you see, like Jonathan Rhys Meyers. I mean, the only plot I can get is Jonathan Rhys Meyers is trying to protect a vase. That's all I get. It's like some antique vase he's running around.
Well, no, they're supposed to stop a terrorist attack on the city. But the fucking terrorists are those two.
Yeah, I know. You don't see any terrorists except for, every time they're backing up in the shit, something's blowing up.
Something's blowing up.
It's like a Three Stooges fucking action movie.
It's like, how many innocent people did they kill trying to protect the city?
No shit.
Y'all might as well just drop a bomb on the city.
I know. It's going to end up looking like the trailer of G.I. Joe all of a sudden. Eiffel Tower falling apart.
With Dr. Rhys Meyers and John Travolta moving in slow motion, dodging bullets and everything. Meanwhile, little old ladies are dying. Kids on the corner dying. But these two fuckers, man.
Chocolate blue.
Yeah. Chocolate blue.
Explosion.
In fact, I love the tagline for this movie, man. If I can find it right here, because it's something stupid here. Let's see. It's called here it is.
Is it shit will blow up?
Shit get blown up. Le boom.
Le boom.
Le boom.
Awesome.
I mean, no, the tagline for this movie is 2 agents, 1 city, no mercy.
Oh God! Are you kidding me? Oh man! They should have called us. We could have made that same tagline.
Hey,
yeah.
Le boom is just
I
as
know,
good.
right? No shit. Oh man, they need to put that shit on the DVD, Corey.
Yeah.
That should be our review. Le boom.
Le boom
from the Spill Guys.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
No shit.
I mean, all you wonder if it's worth trying to say what this movie could be rated, because it don't matter.
No, not at all.
Like, they gave a shit about what we say.
Oh no. I mean, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Who needs critics with this kind of movie? Crying out loud.
I know. No, it's interesting to see the stuff that Luk Besson has done. I mean, I think he's one of the producers on Taken.
Yeah.
And then he produces a lot of stuff. When he's directed a lot of eclectic stuff. Like, in addition to doing something like The Professional, which is an action film, and The Fifth Element.
Right.
He's gone and done things like I said, a children's film, Arthur and the Invisibles. He's done a movie called Angel A, which is sort of an art film, to the point where it's black and white.
Yeah. And to the point where nobody's going to go see it.
And nobody go see that shit. So he knows where his money is. He's like, I'm just going to produce movies where they just blow shit up. I mean, I want to see, he might as well just release a home video of himself just coming out and just blowing up something. Coming out with some dynamite.
Yeah, home video, just him fucking throwing off some fireworks or something. Some fucking one of those black cats. There you go, film that.
Throw that shit in the middle of the street as Luk Besson's up there laughing.
Film that shit.
Yeah, cut the camera. You get that shit. Boom, you get that.
Fuck you, down the street. Fuck you, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my title back.
Oh,
yeah.
But man, I like how they try to make John Travolta a tough guy.
No shit. Yeah.
I mean, so what they did was with this dude, they shaved his head.
Yeah.
Gave him a goatee for extra added toughness.
Yeah.
And then gave him like things like a bazooka.
Yeah.
A lot of guns.
A lot of Big Macs. That dude looks big in that shit.
Yeah. How you gonna fucking like go out and like be threatening anybody? All you gotta do is run away from you. You ain't gonna catch nobody.
No shit. He was too busy watching all those goddamn Steven Seagal TV shows.
Drive. Shit, you want to stop John Travolta? The villains, all they gotta do is throw a hamburger across the street.
You're gonna see him jump across the fucking screen like Jackie Chan for that shit.
Oh, a quarter pounder.
Oh my god.
Foiled. The terrorists that won.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, there you go. There's a sequel right there, Corey.
Yeah, there you go.
Write that shit down.
From McDonald's with love.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my god.
But man, you know how it is, man. We're gonna go see it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, my friend.
I mean, all I can say is I'm not a big fan of the Transporter films.
You know what? I've never seen the Transporter films. I after watching Crank, I'm like, I don't need to, because if they don't live up to Crank, what's the point?
Crank they got it right. Crank said, you know what? We're gonna be just as ridiculous as the Transporter.
Yeah.
But realize we're ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're not going to try to come across as a love story in certain parts or we're going to have some emotion here. No, that shit don't work in ridiculous action movies like this.
This is going to be a live action Tex Avery cartoon.
Yeah.
With TNT and fucking Acme products blowing up. Yeah.
But see, I'm not a big fan of those Transporter films. They do just things that just, even for an action film where you're supposed to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, like they have a scene where Jason Statham drives his car. He has to get a bomb off the bottom of his car.
Yeah.
He can't go under and like, cut wires. He doesn't have time.
No.
So what he does, he drives off a ramp. He flips the car upside down in midair.
Hey, wait a minute, man. They're ripping off the Blues Brothers with that scene.
But wait a minute, Blues Brothers didn't do this.
Okay.
And he sees a metal hook up on a crane. So he turns the car upside down to where he hits the bottom of his car, hits the bottom of that hook just right to where it knocks the bomb off, and he lands again right up. He turns the car back around. And lands.
That shit, was that directed by the Three Stooges?
No, that was directed by Tex Avery.
Oh.
And even he had to quit. He's like, this is unbelievable. You might as well have a cartoon coyote driving this shit.
No shit.
But man, I don't like those movies. But Taken,
yeah,
I even think Taken got to a point where it's ridiculous. But for some reason, that movie did know that our most important element here is our story.
Yeah, our story,
It's a revenge story.
And the violence.
And the violence.
Which fucking makes that movie work to a T. I mean, I love that movie.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie the benefit of the doubt. Even if I can guarantee you that they're not gonna be serious in this. It's not gonna have any level of emotion like Taken did.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
With John Travolta.
Yeah.
I mean, trying running around in the car, fucking his head half out the window, fucking trying to blow up shit.
I know,
making jokes.
A bazooka sticking out his ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that guy managed to find the biggest bazooka he could find. He could barely hold on to that shit.
I know. And I'm serious. It looked like a point where it's sticking out his ass. He's going down the street shooting machine gun with his hands, blasting out bombs with his ass.
I was expecting him to fire that thing off, and all of a sudden you see him flying out the fucking car window into the goddamn river or something.
But if they can make it fun and ridiculous without making me feel insulted like they did in the Transporter, I can walk in there and just have fun.
Hey, I'm always ready to have some fun with explosions, all right?
Oh, yeah. What would we say, LaBoom?
LaBoom! Suck LaBoom!
There's a suicide bomber inside the embassy.
We've got you working with our top operative, Charlie Wax.
You got a problem with that?
Nope. Party with the more.
¿Qué? What the hell are you talking about, Corey? English. English.
The language of love, man.
Ain't love? What? Don't fall in love.
You don't speak French bread?
No, I thought you had a piece of French bread in your mouth while you were trying to tell me that title. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me translate for you, brother.
All right.
This is From Paris with Love.
Oh, that's right, man. And I tell you what, man, you don't go to Paris no more to fall in love. You go to Paris to blow shit up and fucking do some coke.
If you were running around with John Travolta in this movie, that's exactly what you in Paris to do.
That is one crazy mofo.
Yeah, and talking about going to Paris, if there's any Paris left,
Yeah.
because really, movie kind of starts out slow, but once John Travolta steps on the scene, he don't waste any time cussing out the French people and blowing up some Asians.
That's right, blowing up some Asians and a goddamn Chinese restaurant. A bunch of Chinese chefs come out just blasting the place to Kingdom Come. Well, what did John Travolta order? The Kung Pao 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 chicken?
Oh, you just had to go there. You couldn't resist.
Woo! Man, I tell you what, man, I felt like I was on coke while watching this movie. And I'm sure the director, the actors, I mean, they were all on coke while they were making this film because this was just a big, just blow shit up fest.
No, really? When we say that this movie is about John Travolta on cocaine blowing up Paris, we ain't lying. That's exactly what he does.
That should have been the fucking title. Fucking John Travolta blowing shit up in Paris.
On cocaine.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie, we also have Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Let me just tell you what the movie's about, from what I can tell.
Tell the people, Corey. Yeah, if you can figure this plot out, yeah.
From what little bit of a plot that they tried to throw in.
Yeah. As soon as you start thinking about what the hell is going on, before you can even think, all you hear is gunshots.
Yeah. I mean, because there is no plot in this movie.
No.
But they try to give you one. But let me tell you what they try to give you here. So Jonathan Rhys-Meyers in the movie. Now, for people who know this actor, he's a British actor, but in the movie he plays some guy from Brooklyn. This is the first time I've ever heard him shake that accent. And look, let me tell you something. He does it pretty well.
No, he speaks better English than you do, Corey. I can tell you that much.
Fucking British come over here, they take our women, and now they take our language. I mean,
Suckly blue.
Yeah. At least our accents. I don't know if they take the whole language, but they might as well. Sons of bitches. I hate the Brits sometimes. But anyway, so in the movie, he plays an aide to the U.S. ambassador in France. Now, he's got a nice job, cushy job, can afford a nice place. Nice
threads, and a hot-ass fucking girl.
Oh, and got a hot-ass girlfriend. I mean, this is a dude, and, can afford a Royale with cheese every now and then. Life ain't too bad for him. However, what he really wants, out of all this good stuff, what he really wants
to blow shit up.
No, he wants to be a full-fledged CIA agent. Now, to do this, he's put on an assignment with this crazy son of a bitch called Charlie Wax, played by John Travolta. And you know the man is crazy.
He is fucking crazy. With a name like Charlie Wax, it's time to wax some ass.
Wax on, wax off. So he teams up with this crazy guy who's pretty much an asshole with some guns. And
my type of guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that really wasn't necessary back there?
Yeah, I know. I just like sticking to these self-righteous little pricks. I think just because they got a badge and a uniform, they can lord over us civilians anytime the mood strikes them.
And you know we can probably get that drink in any supermarket?
Yeah, I know that too.
So what's the big deal over some corn syrup, caffeine, and water?
Well, the big deal is my secret ingredient, which I could not take the chance that they would find out about.
You mean everything back there was...
You didn't get that?
You know I'm authorized to get you any weapon you want.
Yeah, but not like this one. Because me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on till death do us part.
And together, they have to stop some sort of terrorist plot that's, I don't know, it's going to blow up half of Paris.
Who knows, yeah.
But meanwhile, both those guys are doing a good job at it themselves.
Yeah, they're fucking blowing away every ethnicity in Paris you can think of.
Except, if I was Asian, I'd be kind of pissed because John Travolta, there's not an Asian guy in this movie that he does not kill.
Yeah.
And what happens when he runs out of Asian people?
Yeah.
Starts killing Middle Eastern people.
He got 1 billion more as far as those Asians. And the Middle Easterns, they ain't got a chance in hell.
You saw some Africans in this movie. They were like, I hope to God they don't run out of Asians and Middle Eastern people because we're next.
Yeah, I was like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, hey, look, there's some black guys. Oh, they better start running.
They better run. Egghead John Travolta's on the loose. By the way, so you got John Travolta in the movie. They make him look tough. He's got his head shaved bald. He's got a goatee. Right. He's wearing a leather jacket and crazy clothes and calling every French person he sees motherfucker. Yeah. So now you would think that, all right, he's overdoing it a little bit, but actually liked him in the film. He's the strongest point of the film to me.
I love this fucking guy. As soon as John Travolta steps up and he's just barking away trying to get him and his goddamn energy drinks through customs. Yeah. I mean, that's when the fun really starts. I mean, as soon as he pops up on the screen, you think he came on the set on cocaine because he's just a ball of energy ready to just shoot anything he sees.
You do not even see John Travolta. You see the back of his head.
You see
in a room. He's held by customs, and all you hear is, motherfucker. It's like, here we go.
I know. This is where the fun starts, man.
It's on now.
And I tell you what, man, this movie, it's nothing but gunplay, explosions, and you know what? It's every cliche you've ever seen in any of these other action movies. It's every cliche you've seen, but they managed to make it fun as hell. Don't ask me how, but they did it.
I don't either. I mean, we were sitting there laughing, and I was like, ball means we really should not. I mean, because this is everything we've seen. I mean, they make movies of this kind of stuff because if people did this in real life, they would die. I mean, no matter how much of a badass you are,
right,
you would die. The only problem is that we've seen these kind of scenes over and over again. We've seen these fist fights. We've seen these gunfights. And we've seen these plot twists in this movie. The movie's very predictable. But for some reason...
That's coloring book predictable.
And that's the other thing. We've seen the mild-mannered guy who does everything by the book, who's teamed up with the unorthodox wild man, who does things his way.
This is like the National Lampoon's version of Training Day.
Yes, I mean,
you got the reckless guy who just, he's ready to die. He's ready to blow himself up.
Yeah, don't give a shit.
Just for the adrenaline rush.
I mean, they blow themselves up just to get across the city.
That's right. Yes,
we got time to take the car.
Exactly, blow that shit up.
Yeah, come on.
How are we gonna get there now? I'm gonna blow us there. Come on.
No. Wait a minute, no. Kapow.
Yeah.
Come out there. You're Methodist Orthodox.
Did you bring my royale with cheese?
The movie's short, and they seem to realize this because it gets going. I mean, at the beginning of the movie, we see Jonathan Rhys Meyers and his girl, who is fine as hell.
Who the hell is that chick, Corey? So I can Google her.
Oh, she's got an appropriate name. Makes it even harder. Check this out. Kasha Smutniak.
Kasha Smutniak. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to Google that shit tonight. Kasha Googly Goo. And it nude.
Oh, yeah. No, hot chick, man. And at the beginning of the movie, it starts out with like a very droll love scene between them.
It's very boring.
Even when we see the guy in the office, I mean, it's directed so bad. I mean, it's a good thing they jump right into the action because there's a lot of just bad reaction shots. Like when Jonathan Rhys Meyers comes in to talk to his boss, the French ambassador. I mean, the U.S. ambassador to France. The guy's playing chess, and Jonathan Rhys Meyers moves one of his pieces, and they just cut to a close up of the guy's face, and he just shakes his head like, oh, that crazy Jonathan Rhys Meyers, and moves his piece back. And I'm like, if the rest of the movie is this cheesy and this badly directed and has this many bad reaction shots, this is horrible. But fortunately, when John Travolta enters the scene,
when John Travolta brings his coke along, I think the director, everyone takes a bump, and then that's when the movie actually picks up.
Oh yeah,
thank God.
And they run across this city. It is crazy. They run across the city with a vase full of cocaine, a car that's pretty much an arsenal full of guns, and a bunch of dynamite, and they just blow the hell out of everything they come across.
That's what I call a party, my friend.
Yeah. Now, this is directed by...
It's from the director of Taken.
Pierre Marais. And he's director of Taken. This is produced and written by Luk Besson. And really, they have a tendency to put out these generic action films, man. I mean, but there's something there to make them fun. Like in Taken, if you ask me, Taken is pretty much a generic action film.
What?
But it's a great revenge story driven by a great performance by Liam Neeson.
I love Taken. I think it's just a great film across the board as far as an action revenge film. And the thing is that I don't think this movie would have worked without the director of Taken. Yeah, it would not have worked only because this guy, I mean, when the action comes on, I mean, you are really involved. You are into it. I mean, it is kind of like watching a video game, but, you know, when you see fucking John Travolta just, you know, stealing the screen, you know, he's basically stealing every scene he's in, you know, just by spouting out his craziness. And, you know, it's like you're watching a rock and roll party because you got this guy blowing shit up. And along with that, you get like, he's like bringing along his lead guitar theme song, you know, while he's blowing shit up. Yeah, and you just have to cheer for the guy.
You're the kind of person that's going to come in and you're looking for a story, and these movies you find offensive.
Go watch Dear John.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, if you're one of those guys who just likes to sit back and drink a beer and watch a bunch of crazy shit, then, yeah, this is the movie for you. I myself, I can't really say it's a matinee. I would say,
what would you say?
I would say it's a good rental. I mean,
all right. Well, I mean, I only say that because, Corey, there were like 3 scenes in this goddamn movie when I was sitting right next to you where you flinched and you were jumping up. Now, if that isn't worth the matinee, I don't know what it is.
Now, I will say this about the film, that when you think that this is, now we're saying that this is about, you know, John Travolta and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers are coked up and running around the city. It actually isn't like that for the whole film. I mean, in the middle of the film, they actually they throw something at you, and either you'll see it coming or you won't. But I got to give them credit for at least attempting to bring in a little emotion, a little bit of seriousness to the movie. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so. I don't know what you were watching, but
you know what I'm saying.
I know, but yeah, but you know, I'm glad they tried to do that, but the film didn't need it. But it was nice that they were like, okay, you know, we are trying to make these characters a little believable.
Even though I knew that the directors, they knew that this was just a straightforward action film. We don't want to spend a whole lot of time on story. We want to give the audience what they want: a bunch of guns, a bunch of blood, and a bunch of explosions with a hot chick every now and then. There were even some points where I had to say that even for them knowing, that's a little bit too dumb right there. I mean, that's a little bit too ridiculous.
Well, the way I look at it is this is like another unofficial Team America movie. And, you know, and looking at the trailer, I mean, if you go on this movie thinking that it's going to be something other than just, you know, 2 guys going crazy, blowing shit up, then you're looking at the movie the wrong way. I haven't had fun watching John Travolta in a really long time until I saw this movie.
That is true. No, you're right about that. I hadn't had that much fun watching him either. I was like, you know, I don't know. Maybe they gave him some coke at the beginning of the movie.
That's what I said. Yeah, they did. And they should do that more.
When I'm looking at the trailer, I'm like, I look at John Travolta trying to act street, trying to act tough. And when he's in the movie, I thought, I thought John Travolta was black for a little bit.
Oh, dude.
But every now and then, I was like, hey.
I thought he was trying to pull like a Denzel Washington or something from Training Day.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he made it work. I mean, when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, oh no, this is John Travolta once again trying to be cool, and I just had the feeling he was gonna fail miserably. But boy, was I shocked. That's why I'm giving this a matinee.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there was only one other thing that bothered me, and it's not enough to really bring the movie down. I hate the Royale with cheese joke. Like he actually pulls out. You know, it's a reference to Pulp Fiction. They have John Travolta pull out a hamburger, and he's like, hey, Royale with cheese. And I'm like, you know what's he going to do next? Is he going to stab somebody and then do the Batusi afterwards?
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. I would have said, damn, he's doing it, Corey. He's doing it. Look, you remember that movie Pulp Fiction? Remember?
Furthermore, going to be offended. I really have a feeling that, and this isn't me, because I don't think that they intended this, but I couldn't argue with somebody if they came in and said, wow, you know, they really just killed every brown person and every Asian person they came across in this movie. If they were Asian or Middle Eastern, they were gone. You know, What'd you want them to do, Corey? I mean, what bust out slingshots? And I don't know. Those guys are pulling guns out on them. What else are they supposed to do? I'm sure there's going to be
use harsh language.
I'm sure there's going to be a person or two that's going to say, you know, I wish there was some equal opportunity there. I wish they would have shot a white crooked cop somewhere or something in here.
What?
You know, just to balance it out. I'm just telling what people are going to be thinking. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this reflects myself.
Whatever. You keep telling yourself that.
It doesn't reflect. I'm not mad. I had fun with the film. But, I can understand if somebody got upset about that. But, hey, like I said, and the reason why I'll tell you why I'm giving this a rental.
All right.
And it's because there's a good portion in the middle of the movie where we get a good dose of John Travolta. But really, I think if you pulled John Travolta out this movie, you would have had not only a more generic action film, but you would have had a pretty piss-poor action film too.
Right.
And John Travolta was enough to make me enjoy the film, but it's not like the movie went on that long with him. So, I was bored near the end. I was bored at the beginning.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Near the end, I was kind of like, John Travolta, he's out on the freeway with a bazooka hanging out the window.
Right.
At this point, I'm like, okay, he's not wisecracking anymore. It's beginning to turn into like an average action film, average car chase. He's not doing anything that's really setting this above average for me.
You didn't think it was hilarious when he bust out that phone trying to talk to that guy, trying to figure out what was going on while he was holding a bazooka?
Nah. That's one of the points where I was kind of like, I had at that point I had some good laughs.
I disagree.
Oh, look at that!
But that's me.
Look, there we go.
That's me, and that's you.
On something. Well, my man, you give it a matinee.
I am.
I'm gonna have to give this a very good rental, but I will have to say, give the movie a chance because it is not a bad an action flick as it comes across in the trailer. No. I like how they try to make John Travolta a tough guy.
Shit. Yeah.
I mean, so what they did was this dude, they shaved his head, gave him a goatee for extra added toughness, and then gave him like things like a bazooka, a lot of guns,
a lot of Big Macs. That dude looks big in that trailer.
Yeah. Shit, you want to stop John Travolta? The villains, all they got to do is throw a hamburger across the street.
You're gonna see him jump across the fucking screen like Jackie Chan for that shit.
Oh, a quarter pounder from McDonald's with love.
What the? Did I say we were done?